azares del destino o no, habéis llegado hasta mí. Bienvenidos a Mundo Gamer. Habla amigo y entra.
Hola a todos, sed bienvenidos, soy Huganeus y bienvenidos una vez más a Gothic para continuar la historia donde la habíamos dejado por el día anterior. Habiendo llegado al campamento viejo, habiendo hablado con Diego y poniéndonos en situación de todo lo que hay que hacer. En este vídeo vamos a hablar con todas las personas del campamento viejo que podamos para sacarles información, para añadir misiones a nuestro cuaderno y iremos viendo también ciertas cosas, ¿vale? Como ya os he dicho, cuidado con ir por este pasillo de aquí, por todo lo que viene siendo este pasillo, porque está el tío aquel que nos puede extorsionar con dinero, si no le pagamos. Tenemos a este tío de aquí.
How are you doing?
Well, since I stopped working in the mine, I can't really complain.
And where do you get your ore from?
I help people who have problems. If you get into trouble with influential people here, I can help you sort the thing out.
If I was in trouble, you could help me? How?
Well, let's assume you're in trouble with Thoris. You better never get into trouble with him, but then, well, you never know. Thoris can be quite stubborn. When he's pissed off with you once, he'll never talk to you again. And that's a bad thing. As a greenhorn, you depend on him, so you come to see me. I know a lot of people here Thoris listens to. They put in a good word for you, and Thoris is your friend again. Of course, the boys want to see some ore for these kind of favors. Your ore. And I take care that your ore gets to the right people.
Could you tell me which of the shadows belongs to the influential people here?
You ought to impress the right people, do you? Diego has the most power of all the shadows. He trusts Fingers, Whistler, and Sly. Dexter and Fisk sell their stuff on the market square. They have many customers, even the guards, and that makes them rather influential. And then there's Scatty. He's in charge of the arena and determines who fights and all that. Many people here owe him ore. He's important as well.
Vale, este tío, básicamente, si tenemos algún problema con los otros personajes, porque recordad que aquí podemos hacer lo que nos dé la gana, podemos sacar un arco y pegarle un tiro a Thorus, que probablemente los mate. Pero si sobrevivimos y Thorus se cabrea con nosotros, este tío puede ayudarnos a que él vuelva a hablarnos. Tanto con este personaje como con los demás. Vamos a continuar por aquí. Vale, hay que mirar los que tengan nombre propio. Cuidado con entrar a las casas porque mucha gente estará atento a ver si se meten en la casa de la propiedad de uno para ver si le roban. Y hay que tener cuidado con eso. Vale, aquí nada. Y aquí nada tampoco. Vale, cuidado con el que está sentado en el banco también, porque al igual que el matón nos va a querer pedir dinero. Si nos acercamos a él, habrá una conversación automática. Pero con este, si nos acercamos, habrá conversación automática también. Y lo que va a hacer es seguirnos todo el rato y darnos por saco con conversaciones estúpidas en momentos inesperados, inoportunos. Así que no os acerquéis a este tío tampoco. Vamos a hablar con el cocinero que tengo detrás, a ver. Sí. Este nos puede dar misiones.
How's things?
Not bad. If you can cook well, you have many friends here. Would you like some of my rice stew?
Thanks.
You could do me a favor.
What can I do for you?
You must be used to good food. I have a new recipe. Meat bug ragu a la snaff with rice and mushrooms. You can have as much as you want, but I still need 3 meat bugs and some hell mushrooms. 5 should be enough.
Sounds good.
Then go and see you get me the things. The last one I sent just hasn't come back. Must have deserted to the new camp.
Where can I find meat bugs?
Everywhere where there's garbage laying around. You should be able to find some at the deserted huts near the castle wall. Don't get confused by their ugly looks. Once cooked, they are tasty.
Where can I find hell mushrooms?
If you leave through the south gate, that's the collapsed tower. You'll see a plain directly in front of you. There's mushrooms growing there.
Who was the guy you sent before me?
His name was Neck. He was pretty discontented here. I think he's in the new camp now. I sent him to collect mushrooms, but he didn't come back.
Vale, ya tenemos ya aquí una misión, que es recoger setas del infierno y carne de sabandija para este tío. Vale, aquí tenemos una de las sombras influyentes, Fingers.
I want to become a shadow.
So?
Can you help me?
I wouldn't know how.
You wouldn't speak up for me in front of Diego, would you?
Depends. If you demonstrate that you've learned something as a thief, we could make use of you.
How am I supposed to do that?
Learn a thief's skill. You need to become more skilled in sneaking around, pickpocketing, or opening locks. Then you'll have my vote.
I want to become a shadow.
So?
Can you help me?
I wouldn't.
Bueno, igual más adelante, si nos deja... bueno, es posible que a lo mejor más adelante sí se anime a ayudarnos. Vamos a ver. De momento tenemos nivel 0. Hay que intentar subir al menos un nivel para poder gastar puntos de experiencia. O puntos de habilidad, creo que se llaman aquí. Vale, el siguiente con el que vamos a hablar es con el de la arena, que más adelante ya cuando aprendamos a pelear bien nos enfrentaremos a ellos. Scotty.
What's your job here?
I'm in charge of the arena. I organize the bets, hire new fighters, you know.
I want to join the camp. Can you help me?
I might be able to, if you manage to impress me. Some of the best fighters from all three camps come here to compete against each other. Challenge one of them to a fight. I'll watch you, and if you're good, maybe I'll think about it.
I thought the old camp and the new camp didn't get on. So why do you let their people fight here?
It's simple. There's fights here once a week, and the diggers always like to see one of the rogues from the new camp get flattened. If one of them fights, there's more bets, and that's good for business. Personally, I can't stand the swines from the new camp, but business is business.
Do you train fighters at all?
Yeah, but not just for fun. If you want me to train you, you'll have to pay for it.
Aquí tenemos, por ejemplo, un caso para poder aprender. Espadas a una mano, nivel 1. 50 pepitas y 10 puntos de habilidad. Casi nada. Creo que por cada nivel son... Pues no me acuerdo si eran 5 o 10 puntos, ahora no estoy seguro. Pero vamos, que hace falta dinero y hace falta puntos de habilidad, así que ya lo haremos en otro momento. Vale, de momento no compitamos contra nadie. Puesto que son luchadores fuertes estos tres. Ya hablaremos de eso más adelante. Vamos a hablar, a ver si nos dicen algo así relevante.
Hi, I'm new here.
You don't say. Tell me about the outside world. It's been over a month since I heard anything from outside. I'm Kurgo. I fight in the arena.
Are you good?
At fighting? I haven't been doing it for long, but I've already won a fight.
De momento no lo vamos a desafiar.
Come on, I want to pass.
Para eso hay que hablar con el otro.
I'm new here. Who are you?
I'm Kareem. You must have just been booted in here, or else you'd have heard of me. I'm the best fighter this damned camp has ever seen.
A ver este.
What are you doing here?
Me? I'm fighting for the glory of the sleeper.
You fight in the arena?
I was sent here from the swamp by my masters to fight for the sleeper. I'll fight here for his higher glory, so all infidels can see how strong his power has made me.
What is the sleeper?
You will find priests who will be able to answer that question better than I can in our camp. I'll just tell you this much. The sleeper is our redeemer. He has led us to this place, and he'll get us out of here.
You mean you're waiting for your god to liberate you?
Yes, and the wait will soon be over. A great invocation is currently being prepared.
Could you describe the way to your camp?
There are always some novices around here in the old camp, willing to accompany newcomers like you to our camp. You only need to speak to them.
Vale. Bueno, no mucha información, pero bueno. Bien, vamos a continuar por aquí. Por aquí hay... ¿cómo se llamaba? ¿Cómo se llamaba? ¿Chinche de carne? O... se me fue el nombre, a ver. Sabandija de carne. No es lo que para darle agüita. Están ahí como metidas en un desnivel ahí medio extraño. A ver si le puedo dar alguna. Si no, cuando tenga un arco me las cargo. Nah, ya cuando es eso, cuando tengamos un arco ya. Pasando.
Ah, new face.
What do you want?
I want to offer you help. You're new here and the new ones always get
Oh,
in
no me
trouble.
acordaba.
You
Este es
could say
otro de
you're
los tíos
just 10
estos
or
de...
more. That ain't much to ask.
Este es otro de los tíos estos pesados. Nah, no me acordaba que había otro tío más pesado de estos. Pensaba que era uno solo. Le vamos a dar 10 pepitas por el momento, para que nos deje tranquilos, pero no le vamos a pagar más.
Here's 10 ore, and you'll have to help me.
Hey, watch who you're trying to fool.
Ah, vale. Pues fin. Pensé que tenía 10 pepitas. Pues mira, perfecto, no le vamos a dar un duro. Hay que tener cuidado con el yacal y con el tipo aquel. Este lugar va a ser más adelante nuestra casa, aquí en el campamento viejo. Así que mira, por lo menos. A ver cómo se abría. Uf, espérate porque tengo que utilizar... A ver, vamos a guardar aquí partida. El tema de las ganzúas es... o es a la izquierda o es a la derecha. En este caso, era a la izquierda. Entonces, esto para ahorrar ganzúas viene bien hacer esto. Y... uy. Derecha, izquierda. No. A ver. izquierda, izquierda, derecha. No. Derecha, izquierda, izquierda, izquierda. Listo, vale, pues ya está, ya tenemos al menos esto. Vale, al menos ya por lo menos tenemos alguna cosilla aquí. Este tío me dice algo si me vuelvo a acercar. Vale, no.
Hey, newcomer. I'm Mordrag. You should remember that name. You can buy any kind of goods from me at a cheap price.
Show me your goods.
Choose something.
Vale, esto es lo que vende el Mordrag. Tiene hasta 11 pepitas y vende pues algún par de cosillas. No, no está mal. Nosotros vamos a venderle a él... Tenemos una pepita nosotros. Vamos a venderle todas las armas que no vayamos a usar. Los picos, la porra y esta espada. Son 12. Bueno, le perdonamos una pepita, no pasa nada. Vale. A menos que tenga aquí, ¿esto cuánto cuesta? Mira, pues ya está. Vale, ¿y cómo hago cómo se hacía el trato ahora que no me acuerdo? Aceptar, ahora sí. Bien. Mordrag es un personaje interesante. Porque este, más adelante, creo que es el que nos puede llevar hasta el campamento nuevo. Para enseñarnos dónde está. Y eso te da experiencia. Es mejor ir con alguien a los campamentos que te acompañen, que te da experiencia por hacerlo, a ir solo. Y aquí, como podemos ver, hay un tío también del campamento del pantano, que si lo acompañamos hasta el campamento del pantano nos dará experiencia a él. De momento vamos a hablar con todos los que están por aquí. Aquí tenemos a Fisk.
Hey man, I'm Fisk. I trade goods of all kinds. If you ever need anything...
Have you got...
Well, I'm sure that I can satisfy you.
500 pepitas me dan una armadura. Uf, que va. Carísimo.
Show me your goods.
Este también vende cosas. Este tiene mucho mineral. A este es el que hay que venderle toda la mierda que consigamos por ahí. ¿A cuánto vendía la ganzúa? Joder, a 10, qué pasada. Vale. Luego tenemos... A ver, ¿a quién más? Estos son cavadores normales. Este es un cavador normal.
Hey, you! I trade in swamp weed and potions from the sect camp. Do you want something?
What is swamp weed?
New here, are ya? You can smoke it. Very relaxing for most of us.
I want to join the camp. I want to become a shadow.
Oh, you're looking for a chance to prove your worth? Good. You can do me a favor. If you do it well, I'll speak up for you in front of Diego.
What is it?
In the sect camp, there's a man called Kalam, quite a big shot. One of the gurus of the sect. Kalam is an alchemist. He has the recipe for an effective healing potion. I'd like to buy the recipe off him. Then I can produce it myself. But nobody can get near Kalam.
And what do you expect me to do?
The sect loonies are looking for new people all the time. You're new here. Just pretend you want to be recruited.
Y todo esto frente a uno del campamento de la secta.
That means he checks the new candidates. If you get in touch with him, try to get the recipe. Whether you want to pay for it or you don't, I don't care.
Todo esto frente a un tío de la secta, ¿sabes? Así, con total normalidad.
Sounds like a difficult business. How much is in it for me?
At some point, Diego will ask me if you're suitable for us. Just guess what my answer will depend on.
A ver si le puedo sacar dinero al tío. No sé si le puedo sacar dinero. Venga.
Maybe I'll have to pay for the recipe. Give me 50 ores in advance payment.
Forget it.
Uy, a ver si funcionaba. Vamos a ver. Vamos a
No
tensarlo.
ore, no recipe.
Well then, We can talk about the ore as soon as you have the recipe.
Coño, si se puede tensar tanto, yo creo que...
No, I want to see ore right now, or you can get your recipe yourself.
There's enough other newcomers. I think I should give the job to one of them.
Okay, I'll see if I can get the thing. Where is the sect camp?
Leave the camp through the south exit, then head eastwards. You'd better take a map. I got one here for 50 ore.
The south exit is the collapsed tower, isn't it?
Exactly.
Vale. Y este tío lo que
Show me your
vende...
goods.
A ver...
I got the best stuff.
Vende porritos. Tiene mineral, tiene esto, tiene un mapa, que ya lo conseguiremos sin pagar un duro. Bien. Vamos a ver. Vamos a hablar ahora con el del campamento del pantano.
The sleeper be with you, stranger. I'm here to guide you onto the right path.
And which is the right path?
The path of the sleeper. He alone has the power to set us free. The gurus are preparing a great invocation in our camp. They want to get in contact with the sleeper. So far, he's just talked to us in visions, but now it's time to get in touch with him. We'll need as many supporters as possible for that. By focusing our spiritual power, we'll get through to him. Our camp is some distance away, in the swamp. I can take you there, though, if you want.
Vale, si nos conduce él para allá, nos dará experiencia, conseguiremos experiencia, porque todos los bichos que nos encontremos de camino, si los matamos, nos va a contar como experiencia.
What would be the benefit of joining you?
Maybe you're one of the chosen people who received the gift of magic from the sleeper. Or you might obtain the highest honors and become a Templar. Only the best fighters among us can obtain that position. If the sleeper is with you, you can even combine both. The best of the Templars receive the gift of magic as well. You see, our brotherhood has a lot of possibilities for you. You should be aware of that before you decide on joining any other camp.
Vale, si no recuerdo mal, estoy tirando un poquito de memoria, la ventaja del campamento de la secta es, como dice él, puedes obtener combate cuerpo a cuerpo y magia. Creo que el mejor combate de espada a dos manos lo enseña alguien del campamento del pantano. Y que si no pertenece al campamento del pantano, me parece que no te lo enseña. En el campamento nuevo, perdón, en el viejo, me parece que está el mejor combate a una mano y a ballesta, ¿puede ser? O a arco, no estoy seguro. Y en el campamento nuevo está el mejor maestro que enseña magia. Los mejores hechizos se aprenden allá. Y también puedes aprender bastante en combates a una mano y dos manos. Pero lo que destaca es el hechizo. A mí me gusta más hacer esta partida al campamento nuevo por el tema del hechizo. Consigues un hechizo muy tocho cuando perteneces al campamento nuevo y se lo pides a un mago que te lo enseñe.
Who's the sleeper?
The sleeper speaks to us through dreams and visions. He has been leading us ever since he first made contact with Iberian 5 years ago. All the followers of the Brotherhood have renounced the three gods. We pray only to the sleeper for salvation.
Salvation from what?
From this goddamn place, of course. The sleeper will show us the way to freedom.
What did the sleeper tell you?
He guided us to the swamp, to the old temple ruins. That's where we built our camp. He gave us independence. None of us need to labor in the mines. He showed us what swamp weed can do. We sell it to the other camps, and in exchange, we get everything we need. And he gave some of us the gift of magic. Of an old and powerful magic, which is different from the one the magicians of the realm use.
Es decir, son los camellos del juego. Venden porros a los campamentos. A ver, ¿tipo de magia?
Tell me about the magic of the sleeper.
This gift enables you to control things with the power of your mind. Only the gurus of our brotherhood have been initiated into the secrets of this magic.
Vale, de momento no vamos a ir al campamento con él. Lo podemos hacer más adelante, no pasa nada. Vamos a seguir mirando. A ver con quién más podemos hablar. Ah, por cierto. Este tío de aquí quiere que lo lleves al campamento del pantano. ¿Este o ese? Uno de los dos. Si lo llevas conseguirás una buena cantidad de experiencia. A ver, creo que era este.
Hi, I'm new here. How's things?
Go away. I've been working my ass off in the mines for the last 2 weeks. And what for? Some sad lumps of ore is all I got. I had to spend most of it on food. I talked to Ball Parvis down there. He told me some interesting things about the sect camp. I think I'd better go there instead of slaving away for Gomez.
You don't like it here? Why don't you just go then?
Because I'm not quite sure what to expect there. I had a pal here. His name was Melvin. He headed off to the sect camp a week ago. But since then, I haven't heard of him. And as long as I don't get a message from him, I'll stay here.
Bien, la cosa aquí es lo siguiente. Si vamos con Val a su campamento, con Val Parves, encontraremos a Melvin. Si hablamos con él y le decimos que traiga recuerdos a este se querrá ir al campamento del pantano. Lo acompañaremos y le daremos más experiencia todavía. Ya que uno de los objetivos del campamento del pantano, si nos queremos unir a ellos, es llevarles un nuevo adepto, y este será el caso. Las misiones para unirse a los campamentos podemos hacerlas en los 3 campamentos, pero llegará a un punto en el que si avanzamos más de ahí, nos uniremos a ese campamento y se cancelarán las misiones de los otros. Así que más o menos hay que intentar calcular hasta qué punto podemos hacer todas las misiones que podamos para ganar más experiencia y dinero, claro. Vamos a hablar con este ahora.
Hi, I'm new here.
What do you want from me?
I want to become one of you. I want to join the camp.
Looking for people to support you, eh? If you want me to have a word with Diego about you, you need to do me a favor.
What kind of favor do you want?
I want one of Fisk's weapons. He's one of the traders at the marketplace. He won't sell it to me. It's a broadsword with ornaments. I'll give you 100 ore to collect the weapon for me, but don't tell him about me.
Why won't he sell the weapon to you anymore?
We had a little argument.
And?
And that's all you need to know.
Okay, give me the 100 ore nuggets. I'll get the thing.
Here you go. Come straight back to me.
El caso es que es una trampa, porque el tío nos va a querer vender la espada. ¿Cómo me dijo que se llamaba, por cierto? No, esto no. Coño, no tenía yo aquí la fórmula de la secta. ¿Será esto? Ah, Fisk, vale. El que está aquí creo que es. Que me la quiere vender más cara. Y al final voy a tener que poner yo parte de mi dinero para que este tío se ponga contento. Pero bueno, a ver dónde está Fisk. Míralo aquí, vamos a guardar. No sea que la caguemos.
I'd like to buy a sword, but not just a simple one. I'd like something more ornamental.
I have one you'll like. The shadow who wanted to collect it won't be coming anymore. That'll be 110 ore.
110.
Interested?
Creo que sí tenemos el dinero.
Yes, I'll take it.
You got a good deal here.
Pero bueno, 10 pepitas, pensaba que era 150. Digo, joder, 50 pepitas. Pero bueno, por 10 pepitas no pasa nada. Eso lo vamos recuperando pronto. Más adelante tendremos tanto dinero que nos pondremos a comprar cosas como locos, ya veréis. Uy.
I have your sword.
Wasn't too hard, was it? Whatever. You do me a favor, and I'll do you one. If Diego should ask after you, I'll speak in your favor. Until then, have a good time.
Vale, pues venga. Esto ya está. A ver quién hay por aquí. Por aquí nada interesante, creo. A ver. No. Cuidado, no sea que nos encontremos al tipo aquel. Vale. Cavador. Pues ya tenemos a uno de los sombras a nuestro favor ya. Vale, vamos.
New here, are you? I don't know your face. I'm Sly. I have a job on offer for a newcomer.
Vamos a ver qué nos propone.
You have a job for me? What is it?
One of our guards has disappeared. He's called Neck. He might have gone over to the new camp. You're new here, and you'll get around quite a lot, so keep your eyes peeled. If you find him, I'll speak up for you in the camp.
Vale, vale, vale.
I'll see if I can find him.
If you meet Fletcher, ask him about Neck. He's taken over his district since Neck disappeared.
Where will I find him?
His district is the district of the arena.
Vale. Mira, así puedo enganchar las misiones del NEC este con esta gente. Perfecto. Vamos a guardar. Venimos por aquí. Baltarán. A ver qué nos cuenta este. Mi madre, venga ya.
I'm new here. Who are you?
I am Baal Taran of the Brotherhood of the Sleeper.
I need to get into the castle. Can you help me?
I fear I cannot, brother. The only ones among us who may enter the castle are those who supply the weed to Gomez. We gather swamp weed and sell part of it to the old camp in exchange for goods from the outside world. If you were one of the couriers working for Kor Kalom, you could get into the castle. But for that, you would need to be one of us. What do you want to do in the castle anyway?
I want to meet somebody there.
Do you? Who? And why don't you just wait until he comes out?
He's one of the magicians.
Oh, well, they never leave the castle. You really will have to get in. What do you want from them anyway? Magic runes? Or potions?
That's right.
I knew it. What else would a guy like you want with the mages? I can give you some good advice. Forget the mages. They take far too much ore for their stuff. Magic runes and potions are much cheaper in our camp.
What is the Brotherhood of the Sleeper?
We're a community of believers in a new faith. Our camp is situated in the east, in the swamp. I've come to preach the words of the Sleeper to strangers like you.
Who is the Sleeper?
The Sleeper is our Redeemer. He disclosed himself 5 years ago through Iberian, our master. Since then, we have renounced the three gods, and you should do so as well. The gods just stood by and watched while we were exiled to this prison. But the Sleeper will lead us to freedom.
How do I get to the Brotherhood's camp?
I'm busy, but Baal Parvez should be somewhere in this camp as well. He's near the marketplace, on the other side of the castle. I believe he's even got his own hut there.
Tell me about the Sleeper's teachings.
The Sleeper is a powerful being, maybe even more powerful than Innos, the god of light. He is with us in spirit, but his power is still limited. He has been sleeping for 1,000 years, but now the moment of his awakening is near. He has chosen us to be witnesses to his awakening and to spread his word. So listen, all those who join the Sleeper will have immortal souls, but those who are against him will be punished. But the sleeper is compassionate and sends proof of his might to all who doubt him.
It looks as if you knew what you were doing.
Nobody ain't complained yet. But that would be a bad idea anyway. Every idiot here needs a sword, and that is what they get from me.
How long does it take you to make one blade?
That depends. I'm as fast as a hurricane with simple swords. Of course, only on condition that the price motivates me. A freak like Whistler usually has to wait longer for his toy than other people.
Why? Doesn't he pay enough?
No, on the contrary. He gave me 150 off for his last sword. The guy is into ornaments and girly stuff like that, and of course that's not cheap. Hey, you ain't curious at all, are you, pal?
Well, Smith, how's business?
Why would you want to know?
I may have an order for you.
Oh, really? And what?
I'll think about it.
Come back when you really need something, and don't get on my nerves.
I'd like to try working here as well.
Ah, but don't you think that you can make great blades?
What do I have to do?
Okay, take the steel and hold it into the fire. Then you have to lay the red-hot steel across the anvil. When you're finished, you put the hot blade into the water bucket over there to temper it. The cooled blade finally has to be sharpened on the grindstone.
I see.
However, you'll need some things for that. I could sell them to you.
Vale. Bueno, después de haber hablado con el tío de los mapas, que ya le robaremos uno porque los vende carillos. Y bueno, carillos ahora, luego nos parecerán regalados. Después de haber hablado con el tío de los mapas y haber hablado con el herrero, creo que con quien me falta por hablar es con Fletcher, que es este de aquí. Vale. Déjame asegurarme por si acaso, pero me parece que sí. Cavador, vale. Y el que estaba por aquí, a ver. Guy, a ver.
Hello. I haven't seen you before. You're new here, aren't you?
Just recently arrived.
Have you already decided which camp you want to join?
No, what do you think?
Well, it depends. Each camp has its advantages, I guess. Until you've made your decision, you can stay here. A hut just became available.
What are the advantages of the old camp?
If you pay protection money to the guards, you can have a laid-back life here. They always interfere if one of the paying diggers is attacked. Besides, you can only get the goods from the outside world cheap here. These things are unaffordable in the other camps.
And what if two people fight each other who both pay protection money?
Then the guards just watch until one of them kills the other. Then they do him in.
What goods are considered precious here?
Everything from the outside world. Bread, cheese, and bacon, and above all, beer and wine. Not the cheap Reich schnapps from the new camp, but really good stuff. You always get a good price for weapons, and armor is really expensive. The guards took the old armor off the prison guards after they killed them. You can always recognize them by their armor. They only sell it to other guards. You could never get hold of one as an outsider.
I think I've heard enough about the old camp.
I like it here.
What are the advantages of the new camp?
If you're cool about getting your throat cut for a slice of bread, you should go there. No, it's not that bad, but it's different from here. Here, Gomez takes care that things are sort of peaceful. In the new camp, there is no law. The only ones powerful enough to have a say there are the water mages, but they're too busy studying the barrier all day.
Why should I join the sect?
Well, you better ask somebody from the sect camp. There are always a couple of novices in the camp, and I'm sure they can tell you a lot about the sect.
I've never been there myself, but according to everything that's said, they must be really generous. None of the 3 camps seems to be as much in need of new people as the sect camp.
Which of the huts can I take for myself?
The hut over there with the little canopy is empty.
Bien. Creo que era esta la que me puedo quedar, me parece. A ver. Sí, esta que tiene telarañas y todo ahí. Vale. No tiene nada, pero bueno. Se intentó. Ahora podemos quedarnos en esta cabañita, que por lo menos, mira, parece una casa más decente. Bien, pues por último, hablar con Fletcher, que el muy jodido estaba aquí y ahora no sé dónde se fue. ¿Puedo abrir esta puerta? Ah, sí que la puedo abrir, a ver. Mira qué risa. Para ver la arena desde vistas privilegiadas. Vale, Fletcher debería estar patrullando esta zona sobre la muralla, más o menos. O sea, sobre la parte esta de aquí atrás. Vamos a ver. Sombra cavador. Vamos a subirnos aquí. Pues debería de estar. Y este... Ah, qué pesado el tío aquel que me estaba siguiendo.
Hey, you!
If you want to get rid of your protection money, you've picked the wrong day.
Yeah? Why's that?
'Cause I'm not here.
Oh? Where are you then?
I'm actually at the castle, sitting by the big campfire, drinking a mug of beer.
Then how come I'm talking
Nick's
to you?
vanished. This district is usually his responsibility. And until he reappears, Thoris has ordered me to guard it.
That's really not my problem.
Do you know where Nex got to?
No, and I'm not likely to find out. If anything, the diggers in this district might know something, but diggers don't talk to guards. Especially not now they know I hate this filthy work. I bet they're laughing behind my back.
Why don't you just collect some
Nick
more
did his
protection
rounds
money?
before he disappeared. There's not much left to collect now.
Vale. Ay, mi madre, qué pesado el tío este, Dios. Vale. Pues eso sería todo. Hemos hablado ya con todos los del campamento viejo. Y creo que para dejar el vídeo podríamos hacer uno. Podríamos coger e irnos al campamento del pantano. ¿Vale? Para así ganar algo de experiencia. Y empezar a recaudar misiones ahí en el campamento del pantano. Así el siguiente vídeo tratará de hablar con toda la gente del campamento del pantano y ver cómo va el tema de las misiones allá. Así que vamos a reunirnos con Val Parves y tiramos para allá. Cuando vaya a hacer transiciones sobre un campamento a otro, a menos que tenga que hacer algo por ahí relacionado con la misión principal o secundaria, si solo voy a moverme de un campamento a otro campamento, seguramente haré un corte para que no se me haga tan largo el vídeo. Vamos a hablar con el Val Parves y tiraremos para allá, así ganamos algo de experiencia. Subiremos por lo menos un nivel como mínimo. Venga, vamos.
Take me to your camp. I want to have a look at it.
Very good. I'll go ahead. Follow me.
Venga. Mordras creo que es el que me lleva al campamento nuevo, pero para eso tengo que esperar a que más adelante pasen cosas para que él me quiera encargar alguna misioncita y me pueda llevar al campamento nuevo. Uy.
Hey, you! I don't think I've seen you here before.
No wonder. I've only just got here.
Then watch out. The outside world is pretty dangerous. You're only safe inside a camp.
Vale.
Here we are. Down there lies the camp of the Brotherhood. Go through the gate and speak to my brothers. I'm sure you haven't come here for nothing. Ask for Kor Kalam. He's in charge of the novices and tutors. I'll go back to the old camp. There are still many infidels who need to be guided to the right path.
Good luck.
Bien, hemos aprovechado, como podéis ver, la vida de Val Parves. La hemos aprovechado al máximo para intentar matar todos los bichos posibles. Hemos subido 2 niveles. Estamos aquí a las puertas del campamento del pantano. Hasta aquí el vídeo todo por hoy. Si os ha gustado el vídeo, dadle a like, suscribiros, no olvidéis compartirlo con vuestros amigos. Y en el siguiente vídeo conoceremos a toda la gente del campamento del pantano. Intentaremos hacer alguna misioncilla o tener muchas misiones pendientes para hacer. Y después, si da tiempo, iremos al campamento nuevo, si es que consigo encontrar la manera de hacerlo, que creo que era Mordrak quien me llevaba. Espero que os haya gustado este vídeo y hasta otra.